So, welcome everyone those have joined later. So, the students of class 6 today in our social science history class we are going to discuss the another subunit from your chapter number 8 of your old book, and those have new NCERT book they can open chapter number 7 and it is in page number 79 of your old NCERT book. And today's topic is Ashoka, a unique ruler. In previous classes, we have discussed about the rule of Ashoka, how Ashoka ruled his empire, as well as how Maurya empire established in Indian subcontinent about 2300 years ago. So, why Ashoka was called a unique ruler, you have to know first. The most famous Maurya ruler was Ashoka, and Ashoka was the son of Bindusara, the son of Chandragupta Maurya, means Ashoka was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya, and he was the first ruler who tried to take his message to the people through inscription. So, Ashoka erected erected inscription at different places of the Indian subcontinent to teach his subjects about some good things. And most of the inscription inscribed by Ashoka written in the language known as Prakrit and also in Brahmi script. And remember one thing, the language is Prakrit, means the spoken form of Sanskrit, as well as and the script is Brahmi. There are two types of inscription found in Ashoka's inscription, one in Brahmi and another in Kharoshti. Okay, Kharoshti is another script, such as Devanagari is a script, and Devanagari is used to write in the both the languages, in Hindi as well as Sanskrit. So, you have already those students have Hindi, and those have third language Hindi, they can know that how to write the Devanagari scripts. Okay. So, in this way Brahmi also another script. Okay. And the early Brahmi script was mentioned in your book, like the early Brahmis, they are like this, and you can see that transformation of the Brahmi scripts from Hindi Devanagari scripts. Okay. So, it is very similar. So, this type of pattern, this pattern is very much similar. It is Brahmi and it is Devanagari. Okay. And the other language patterns also mentioned in your book, page number 81, you can see how Bengali is also derived from Devanagari, and the Malayalam and the Tamil also, they are also in different ways, they also transform. The first letter, yes, it is like Hindi Devanagari script, yes, and it is the form of Prakrit. And Devanagari script also influenced greatly by the Brahmi, and actually they are present at the same time of India. And the spoken form of Sanskrit, that is called Prakrit, and all the inscription, most of the inscription of Ashoka was written in Prakrit language. Now, the next subunit, Ashoka's war in Kalinga. So, I am rubbing the board, Ashoka's war in Kalinga. So, where is Kalinga, you have to know first, that in peninsular India, Kalinga is situated in this place. Okay. So, Kalinga is a dynasty at the time, a kingdom situated in today's coastal Odisha, and it was and they had very good relationship with the Cholas and other contemporary powers. But Ashoka tried to conquer Kalinga. When he started spreading his empire, he conquered the different regions of the Indian subcontinent one by one, and finally he conquered the Kalinga, and it is the ancient name of coastal Orissa. And Ashoka fought a massive war to conquer Kalinga into Maurya empire, and it was fought more or less in 262 before Christ, means 2260 years ago. And in this war, it was a horrified to saw the bloodshed, but lot of bloodshed occurred. Lot of people, more than 1 lakh people died in this battle from both the sides together, and also 1 lakh people injured badly. So, after watching such a horrific scene and violence, the Empire Ashoka was was very much pained, and he decided not to fight anymore. Now he decided not to fight anymore for just mere lands, killing thousands of people without any reason, just for some land. So, after this incident, he was never fought any battle directly, and instead of Digvijaya, the policy he was taken, and he took the Dharma Vijaya, or spreading righteousness in the world. And after that, lot of, as per many other Buddhist inscription, that after this Ashoka accepted Buddhism and also started spreading Buddhism all over the Asian as well as the European subcontinents also, and sent messengers, and he gave up war. So, there are some inscription, what Ashoka's inscription describing the Kalinga war given in a YOLO box, but this YOLO box is not a part of your syllabus. So, that is why I am not giving this. So, you can read this in home if you want to know more about the Ashokan inscription, about the Kalinga war. You can read this YOLO box. So, directly I move towards the Ashoka's Dhamma. Okay. So, next subunit, it is the Ashoka's Dhamma. So, the word Dhamma here is the Prakrit form of Sanskrit word Dharma. Sanskrit word Dharma, it is the Prakrit form of Sanskrit word Dharma, and it was not involved worshipping of any god or performance of any sacrifice or any elaborate ritual. It is very simple. What is the main objective in this Ashoka's Dhamma? What was written as per the Ashoka, that he had a duty to instruct his subjects of his empire and also inspired by the teachings of the Buddha. So, he saw that in his empire people followed different religions, and sometimes this led to the conflict among them. The Saivites, those followed the Shiva as their god, as the others, as well as the Vaishnavite and the other religions also there. Ajibics are also another religion present at that time, and also the Buddhist and Jains. So, he saw that there are some conflicts among these different religious groups in his empire. So, and as well as the slaves and servants were ill treated by their masters. There were quarrels in the families and among the neighbors all the time. And Ashoka felt all these things are not good, and felt that it was his duty to solve this type of problems in his empire. So, finally, what he did? He took some measures, some initiatives to stop this type of things in his empire. Number one, he appointed officials known as Dharma Mahamatta. So, remember the name Dharma Mahamatta. So, Dharma Mahamatta are the officials who were appointed, and their duty was to went place to place and to teach people about Ashoka's Dhamma. Okay. Other officials also appointed, such as Rajuka, Mahamatra, etc. So, number B, Ashoka inscribed his messages on rocks and pillars and instructed his official to read his messages for those who could not read or write. Okay. So, it is another initiative taken by Ashoka, that inscription. He also made some inscription. Rocks and pillars. Okay. Number C, what is the third initiative? He sent messengers to spread ideas about the Dhamma into the other parts of the world, such as he sent his son Mahendra and daughter Sanghamitra to Sri Lanka to spread Buddhism, and the king of Sri Lanka also accept Buddhism after this initiative. As well as he sent messenger or ambassador towards Syria, Egypt, Greece, Myanmar, etc. Okay. So, remember the name of these countries. And okay, so he sent messengers to the foreign countries. Number D, another initiative was he built roads, dug wells and built rest houses for tourists or pilgrims. In his empire, lot of people came from outside countries to visit the places where the Gautam Buddha has taken birth, as well as the places of importance related to Buddhism, such as the Kushinara, where he was left his body, and the places where he got enlightenment, the Bodh Gaya. So, lot of people also arrived to visit those places, and also a lot of people came to study in various universities such as Nalanda, and Nalanda was established later, but other Buddhist monasteries also present at that time. So, for these people, for these pilgrims, he built roads, dug well to provide drinking water, and so built rest houses. Okay. This is another initiative. And the number E initiative, he also had feeling for the animals. So, he also arranged medical treatment for free of cost for both the human being as well as the animals. So, lot of doctors at the time, the Ayurveda practitioners, they were appointed to treat the human being as well as the stray animal. And he also planted lot of medicinal plants, and he also decorated those cities and present in the empire. So, these are also some welfare work of Ashoka as per to spread his dhamma. Okay. So, the last one, arrange medical treatment. Human being and animals. Okay, students. So, this is the Ashoka's Dhamma. So, I hope you have understood. So, write these 5 points. You can you find out these points also in your book. So, if you have any question from this subunit, you can ask me. Okay, thank you everyone, and next class I will give you the last portion, that is the yellow box also given, Ashoka's message to his subjects also. Okay. And next class I will also give you the question and answers, and remember one thing, elsewhere portion of this chapter is not included in your syllabus. So, no need to read the elsewhere portion. Okay, the project. So, the project is about geography. So, in next geography class I will discuss about the project. It is very simple, just you have to draw a world map, otherwise you can purchase world map from market, and you have to draw those places mentioned. I have mentioned in the at that class in the board 10 places mentioned there, and you have to mention those continents and oceans, straits, etc. And you have to color those places with different colors. You can use pastel color, it is very good if you use pastel color, or you can use watercolors also, but be careful with watercolors because it will very risky using watercolors because the paper may be wet, okay, maybe getting wet. So, that is all students, that is all from today's class. So, see you in the next class with the question and answer. Bye.